It's the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Thursday, the 19th of September. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather very calm today. We're dry through the weekend, but of course, all of the focus is on the Gulf of Mexico next week. Does a tropical system form? What happens? Any impact here? The new data is in. So we'll go through everything. Let's begin, as we typically do, with the upper air look across the country today. And again, there's a trough axis east of the state. And accordingly, we have a northerly flow aloft and a dry air mass. There's a big upper low that's near Los Angeles and a trough lifting up into Canada. But the bottom line is a nice day. That's the visible satellite view. Got a field of fair weather cumulus clouds across the state. And nothing on radar. The splotches you see there, that's ground return around the individual radar sites. Temperatures are mostly in the upper 80s. Birmingham at 88. Huntsville, 89. Montgomery at 88. We've got low 90s down at Mobile. And most spots will be pretty close to 90 tomorrow through Sunday. Little summer feel to the air. There's the watch warning map around the nation today. Got a severe thunderstorm watch for parts of Iowa, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. Got a severe weather risk from near Oklahoma City up to Duluth, Minnesota for the rest of today and tonight. Tomorrow, a couple of marginal risks well to the north and west of here. And on day 3, which is Saturday, got a marginal risk over parts of New Mexico and West Texas. Here's the rain for the next 7 days, and just not a lot. This is valid through Thursday morning of next week, and we might see a few isolated showers, perhaps by, say, Tuesday or Wednesday of next week in advance of a surface front, but for now it looks very light and very spotty. So let's look at the tropics. Here's the big picture, and we're not going to worry about those little features out there in the middle of the Atlantic. Those probably won't develop, and if the ghost of Gordon comes back, it's moving north into the North Atlantic. The focus, it's on the Western Caribbean. And again, there's good evidence that a broad low will form this weekend, then drifting up into the southern Gulf of Mexico early next week. And of course, that's producing all of the weeping and gnashing of teeth. So this is the 12Z output of the European global model, reliable European global model. And again, you know what we like to do here. We like to look at the probabilistic outlook, which is what you've got here. This is the chance of a tropical storm forming. And you can see the higher chance, and it's a fairly low chance, down in the Bay of Campeche, the far southwestern Gulf of Mexico. And those probabilities are in the 10 to 30% bracket. And if anything forms there, where does it go? Well, let's look at the individual members. And again, like we've discussed here many times, the European ensemble has 51 members. And you always want to look at the ensemble output. The deterministic stuff, when you're trying to figure out a tropical situation 7, 8, 9, 10 days in advance, no, you want to look at the ensembles. Again, the range of possibilities here. All 51 members. So, yeah, you got a member that brings it up toward the Panhandle, one that brings it up toward southeast Louisiana and Mobile, but most all of them have this feature over the Bay of Campeche. That's the far southwest Gulf of Mexico. And from there, it could move right into Mexico. It could be pulled northward. We just don't know that yet. We don't know. It depends on the upper air pattern, how it evolves, if the system forms, how deep the system is, the strength of the system, and nobody knows any of this stuff. You can speculate all day and throw out all the scary maps you want to, but we don't know. But let's go through the GFS, model fans. If you're new here, we do this every day. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 4. Again, troughing off to the east, big upper low that's sitting in the southern part of California, an upper high that's over Texas. And in terms of sensible weather here, it's just dry. Mostly sunny, the high close to 90. For the weekend, the ridge build. It's going to be pretty hot for September. We're expecting low 90s on Saturday and Sunday, but both days mostly sunny. There is no chance of rain. Great weather for high school football games Friday night, the in-state college games on Saturday. But again, understand we'll be in the low 90s Saturday and Sunday, but the dew points aren't bad. It's not like the low 90s you see in July. And nights will be pleasant with temperatures in the 60s. So next week, Monday looks dry. Tuesday, there's a surface boundary north of the state, and you might mention a slight chance of a shower, obviously no big deal. And even Wednesday, with that front nearby, moisture limited, dynamic support weak, nothing more than isolated showers. Here's a week from today. This is Thursday, September 26th. Again, we have troughing off to the east of here. Evidence a surge of dry air pushes in. And if you look in the Gulf, you see the GFS depicting a tropical system far south of the mouth of the Mississippi. So let's keep going. We'll go out 10 days. This is Sunday, September 29th, and the tropical feature is picked up. In fact, let me get my box off the screen here. And the GFS, what it does in this run, it takes the tropical system from the southern Gulf and ultimately pulls it toward the Florida Peninsula, the northern part of the peninsula, a little above Tampa Bay. And in 10 days, it has a tropical system just east of Savannah and south of Charleston. But the European says not so fast. So the European, same time, 10 days out, has a broad tropical system in the southwest Gulf of Mexico. And really, the GFS is an outlier, but of course, you know which one of these things is going to be smeared all over the social media. It's the most aggressive, scary maps people can find. And again, that's the GFS solution, and this is the European solution. And again, this deterministic stuff, look, again, this is why you want to look at the ensemble here, all the members. And again, with the European, which is pretty darn good, it's got this thing kind of nestled into the southwest Gulf of Mexico, most of the members. And from there, could it be pulled northward? Sure. Could it move into Mexico? Sure. I don't know that. The Hurricane Center doesn't know that. Nobody knows that. The thing hasn't even developed yet. So again, if you're beach-bound, got a trip, don't worry about this, but sure, pay attention to updates. And just stay away from the scary stuff and just kind of stick with sources that are credible, and we'll guide you through this thing. Here's a look at rain for Birmingham. This is coming off the European ensemble through October 4th. The mean a little under 2 inches. The spread not as great as we saw in the last run, the OZ run. This is the 12Z run. And the numbers, again, you can see low 90s for the weekend. A little summer feel to the air. And then by the end of next week, highs dropping to near 80 and lows in the low 60s. And the latest long-range guidance, this is for September 27th through October 3rd. Temperatures a little above average here across the Deep South. Hey, we got to roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam. Whoa, what a crowd. I'm excited. They're pumped about learning about science. 3rd and 4th graders at Hayden Elementary School in Blount County. Oh, we had a good time today, and let me tell you what, that cake is absolutely amazing. Wow, we've seen some amazing cakes this year. But those kids are great. The administrative team, the teachers, the students, that school's just great. Love coming there. Been doing it for years and years. So again, to all of these amazing students at Hayden Elementary School in Blount County, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. You know you guys are looking good. Tomorrow, going to be in Tuscaloosa County, the eastern part of the county at Lakeview Elementary School. And Saturday, it's a book signing in Guntersville, Marshall County, the Tennessee Valley. We're going to be there between 10:30 and 1 at Moody Brews in Guntersville. What a great name. That's a great spot. We have all the books, the children's books for weather, the Benny and Chipper series, The Wonder of Thunder, Prepared Not Scared, Greendale Tornado. We've got All You Can Do Is Pray. That's the book about April 27th I wrote. Weathering Life, which is my story, all the cool shirts, everything. They're great fun. You need to be there if you're a weather dweeb. So again, Guntersville at Moody Brews, Saturday from 10:30 until 1:30. And of course, we invite you to watch us on the television side right across the hall in Studio A. ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.